can repipe your home in just a day or two, and most times at half the cost of a plumber. We'll even repair the walls and offer a lifetime guarantee. Call or visit us online for your free in-home estimate.
FanDuel and DraftKings, two out-of-state corporations making big promises. What's the real math behind Prop 27, their ballot measure for online sports betting? 90% of profits go to the out-of-state corporations, permanently. Only 8.5 cents is left for the homeless. And in Virginia, Arizona, and other states, FanDuel and DraftKings use loopholes to pay far less than was promised. Sound familiar? It should. Vote no on Prop 27.
The team at Jacoby & Myers has gotten our clients up to 10 times the insurance company's original offer. Don't settle for less. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
Clippers, Rockets, Monday at 7:30 on KTLA.
Horrifying, unacceptable.
He was asking where was Nancy Pelosi.
Right now at 5, horror hits home for the Speaker of the House. Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, attacked by a man with a hammer and asking for her in their San Francisco home. The fear for elected leaders tonight. Fast, furious, and fiery street takeovers, chaotic scenes across SoCal as spectators rally to watch racers burning rubber with wild stunts. Protesters hitting the pavement as police are called in to protect today's city council meeting, the new measure to combat the controversy. Twitter takeover. The world's richest man wastes no time reorganizing, axing execs, and slashing staff as he takes control of the social media megasite. The news at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon on this Friday. This is the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Pedro Vera. Thank you for joining us. Our big story tonight, a man is yelling, "Where is Nancy?" Violently attacks Paul Pelosi, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, with a hammer in their San Francisco home, seriously injuring him.
So the speaker was in Washington at the time of the assault. The suspect is in custody. Chris Wolf joins us live now from the KTLA News Center with more details for us tonight. Chris.
That's right, Cher and Pedro. Nancy Pelosi arrived in San Francisco a short time ago to be with her husband of 59 years. Take a look. She touched down and then rode in a motorcade to the hospital this evening. We are learning frightening details about the violence. Authorities say the intruder was shouting, "Where is Nancy? Where is Nancy?" after breaking into the home, then tried to tie up Paul Pelosi until Nancy got home. It was a brutal early morning attack on the spouse of a national political figure, and the violence has sent shockwaves across the country and across the nation's capital. An intruder with a hammer beat 82-year-old Paul Pelosi, husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, inside the couple's multi-million-dollar San Francisco home. Investigators say the man tried to tie up Pelosi and was, quote, waiting for Nancy. And we've learned the victim is the one who was able to call 911 and leave the line open for emergency personnel until police arrived.
Our officers observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer. The suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it. Our officers immediately tackled the suspect, disarmed him, took him into custody.
I saw someone suspicious the other morning out here, which I told the police, so I'd be curious to see when I see a picture of the person who did it, if it's the same one.
A spokesman for Nancy Pelosi says her husband underwent a successful surgery to repair a skull fracture and serious injuries to his right arm and hands. Doctors expect a full recovery. The speaker was not home at the time. She was in Washington this week after returning from a security conference in Europe. As part of protocol, security detail is typically not at the house when she's away.
The suspect has been identified as 42-year-old David Dt.
The attack has raised questions about safety. Members of Congress received additional dollars for security at home, but some pushed for more protection as they have received an increase in threatening messages and people showing up on their properties. The Pelosis are receiving an outpouring of condolences from congressional leaders on both sides of the aisle. It comes as fears of political violence against lawmakers remain high following the January 6th, 2021 storming of the U.S. Capitol as well as other incidents that have targeted members of Congress in recent years.
Chris, this is certainly frightening. Can you tell us a little bit more about the suspect and the investigation?
Absolutely, Cher. The suspect is 42-year-old David Wayne DePapi from nearby Berkeley. San Francisco police arrived at the home around 2:30 a.m., stopped the attack, and made the arrest. DePapi faces charges of attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, elder abuse, burglary, as well as several other felonies. U.S. Capitol Police and the FBI are now assisting San Francisco police in this investigation.
Chris, thank you.
I missed a lot of years. My family, a lot of people that was close to me are deceased right now. But this is a blessing to stand before you like this.
Those are the words of a newly freed man who spent nearly 40 years behind bars for a crime he did not commit. 69-year-old Maurice